All right, everybody, welcome to another Pathfinder Battles miniature unboxing. And this is the brand new February 3rd, 2021 release of Darklands Rising. And this has a total of 50 minis, as you can see. I actually have a few unopened booster packs that I am going to open for you. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to kind of mention about the new path that Pathfinder Battles is taking in Paizo. So the first thing is the size of the booster packs. Now, as you can see, here is the standard booster pack that has been around for the last 10, 12, 13 Pathfinder Battle series. So there's obviously going to be a lot of big minis in this booster. So usually these are in the normal size booster packs. They usually have large miniatures, which are a 2x2 base. And in Darklands Rising, they have actually ramped that up from a 2x2. Even though there are larges in this series, there are also a lot of huge 3x3 bases as well. So, there is a bit bigger booster pack. I will also open up two of these. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is the actual bases themselves. And you'll notice here that the bases are now clear. And, there's been a mix on this. I personally think the new clear bases suck. And I'm sorry to be so upfront and to the point on that, but I think they suck. And that's because you've had 18 full series of miniatures come out with black bases, and now you're changing them to clear bases. It sucks. That's just my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. If you're watching this video, you may think that these clear bases are the best thing since baked bread, and I've heard people say, "Well, David, you have these beautiful miniatures with these black bases, and you can't see the beautiful Pathfinder flip tiles or the beautiful Pathfinder flip mats. So the clear bases make it able to where you see the clear, see through the clear through base, and you can see your beautiful map or tile." Who cares about that? I want uniformity. I want consistency in products that I buy. And I just don't like the clear bases. I don't like a lot of change in the first place, but I just don't like it. So that's my opinion. And, you don't have to like my opinion. I don't really care if you like my opinion or not. When I'm displaying my minis, they're all black bases. Now I got clear bases mixed in. So anyways, moving on from that. Third is the price. Now this is the biggest complaint that I have here. I've ordered at least 10 cases of Pathfinder Battles from Paizo. And I have the subscription, so I get a 30% discount. Cases have always ran between $266 up to about $320 for a full case. That's worth having the subscription. And I'm sure if you're watching this and if you have the Pathfinder Battles subscription, you also know what I'm talking about. So before I started buying Pathfinder Battles miniatures, I was buying the Icons of the Realms. They're $450 a case, well, $440, $450 a case from Miniature Market, which is about the best place to buy them. So I was buying them from Miniature Market. Now, when I transitioned over to Paizo, I was like, oh, wow, a subscription. It is worth signing up for. They automatically bill you for it. They send it to you automatically. Everything's good to go. So when I got billed for this subscription here, the price was $447.78. That is almost a $200 difference on the subscription price. And they're putting this and this is where they're getting away with jacking up the price almost $200. They're putting the retail of this case at $639.69. All right. So with your 30% Paizo subscription discount, it takes it down to $447. $78. You know, I'm going to be honest here, and I cannot recommend having a Paizo subscription anymore for miniatures. It makes no sense. You know, it makes sense to have a subscription to where you get a deal on the miniatures. $447.78 is not a deal, because I can go right over to Miniature Market and buy the same case of Darklands Rising. I can buy a full case for around $450, $460. Why even have a subscription now, Paizo, for miniatures? Are you trying to phase all of your subscriptions out with other things you have going on with like Starfinder Adventures and stuff? I mean, are you trying to phase out these subscriptions? Because honestly, Paizo, it makes no sense to have a subscription for miniatures anymore. It makes no sense, because I can go and get it for the same price as Miniature Market and get less broken minis out of a case from Miniature Market compared to a case from you from the Paizo warehouse. So definitely not happy about the $200 price hike, but if this is going to be the norm going forward, then I'm just going to cancel my subscription and buy them from Miniature Market, which they don't care. They're not going to care anyway, because they're still making money on the deal. So, but it just doesn't make sense to have a subscription anymore. So next thing, point number 4, and this is my last point before I get on to showing all of the miniatures, are the consistent. There is one thing consistent with getting miniatures from Pathfinder, and that is a huge amount of broken minis. Now, I've opened this case up, except for these 2 packs here, which I will open up, and I hope there are broken miniatures in here to where you guys can see. Now, out of this case, I've opened up 30 packages altogether, and the last 2 packs are here for 32. There are 32 boxes in a case. They are wrapped up in bundles of 8 called bricks for a total of 32 packs. Now, here is one of the huge 3x3 bases. Love that clear base. Not. I've got 3 of these that were broken totally off of the base. Okay? Not a big deal. I was able to fix them with super glue gel just by putting them back into the peg holes and stuff. So 3 miniatures broken off of the bat. All right, right there. I also got 2 of these, like almost like a Drider type of miniature. Got 2 of these. These 2 were broken. I've already fixed these, but they were literally just broken off at the peg on their underbelly. So there's a total of 5 miniatures that were broken out of 30 packs. Next, the Norn here, rare, only 1 in a case. Almost totally broke off. That is 6 broken miniatures. I've already fixed that. And there were 2 of these huge, I think they're dire bats, because I can't read these anymore with the white lettering on a clear base. So this, I don't even know what this is. But anyways, nice clear bases. Not. I used to be able to read the minis. I mean, you can still, I guess I'm going to have to break out my Nerdatory headlamp and put it on and get maybe a spyglass or maybe a magnifying glass or something like that. The only thing I can read is this is from the DR set. And on this one, I can't even read the ink because it's barely even legible. So great job on the clear bases, once again. But anyways, there are 2 of these that came in broken as well. So there's 8 broken minis, and I haven't even looked at all the minis in the clear bags yet. So right off the bat, just opening up 30 packs, 8 broken minis that I had to fix. Now, if I would have ordered, and this is coming from the Paizo store. So this is coming from the Paizo warehouse in Washington. $447 for a case, and I'm already 8 broken miniatures. And I know a lot of people are going to say, wow, you can just easily fix them. Well, you know what? Yes, I can, and I did. But I don't spend $447 to get a ton of broken miniatures that I have to fix. Do you like that? I don't. as a consumer. So I don't know what, and I've mentioned this in other videos, and you guys, thank you for joining me on my quest for trying to obtain every single Starfinder and Pathfinder miniature, and I'm almost there. Unfortunately, cases from Washington at Paizo's website, coming off of their website, their warehouse, I get a ton of broken miniatures. I've gotten at least 100 broken miniatures, and you can see these in all my unboxing videos. Everything from iconic heroes to premium miniatures to promo miniatures to full cases. I've gotten well over 100 broken minis. Now you can look at all my Icons of the Realms videos, and I have literally just a handful of broken minis in the 12 full series that I ordered from them. And I've also ordered another 10 Pathfinder battle cases from them for over 20 cases, and I've only gotten a handful of broken minis from them. And the minis that I did get from Miniature Market, those miniatures were just basically the miniature fell out of the peg of the base, and I just had to glue them back in there. There was only a few miniatures where they were actually broken, and I got one Duergar that had an arm totally missing. But that's it. But Paizo, on the other hand, holy cow. I've gotten at least 100 broken miniatures. I mean, it's really, really ridiculous. So, all right, I've said my piece. Time to move on to the actual unboxing itself. Thank you for listening to my 11-minute and a half rant. And, yeah, so let's kind of move these to the side. I want to open up these two. As I break the Norn again, as the Norn breaks. I'm going to open up these two packs. And before I get started, if you've been watching my videos, you're going to notice that I like to zoom in and I like to focus a lot, keeping stuff blurred out in the background so you can actually see me opening up these minis. So here we go. Here's another. This is actually a heavy pack. And here we go with another spider. And surprisingly, this is the first one that I have gotten that is not broken, which is really nice. I'm going to go ahead and focus in and zoom in a little bit for you so you can see this beautiful miniature. Yeah, this is really nice. This is one of the uncommon miniatures, and this is number 35. I can't even read. I can barely even read this with my glasses. I can actually read this one. It is, I love how they put the initials for the Darklands Rising so you can easily identify all of your miniatures, what set they are in. It has the name and also the number. This is actually pretty legible, but most of them on these new awesome clear bases are not legible. So, yeah, it's got a cool, like a web effect there, and it's hanging down, as you can see, on its web. Beautiful mini. It is a 3x3 huge mini, and this is just one of the several huge minis. I mean, it really is a beautiful miniature. This is the Lang Spider. It is uncommon, so I do have several of these, and I will put this up on the wheel for you to see. Now for the mediums, I'm just going to throw these in with the others, and we'll take a look at those here in a little bit. All right. I don't save the boxes. I throw them away. I got enough empty boxes from the premiums and stuff that I've been saving. So this is a heavy one. This is also probably going to be another spider, which no, it's not. It's actually one of the other huge minis, which I absolutely love also. And it is a huge construct, which is this is from the DR set. This is another uncommon mini. This is the Adamantine Golem, and you can actually read this as well. So some are actually better than others to read, and this is an unbelievable miniature. I love this. This is also a 3x3 huge miniature, and it is going to be massive to your party. So it is uncommon. You can see it's got some clear transparent smoke, and I love the form of it. I love the clear transparent orangish, reddish, yellowish, clear, like a clear molding to kind of show that it's probably got some type of fire inside of it, burning as energy. Awesome. It's on the shoulder pads. This thing looks great. This is uncommon. I've definitely got a couple of these as well, and I'm going to put this on the wheel. So you're not going to be able to see 100% of the miniature on the table because I do a lot of adjusting, and just doing that as well on the wheel is just going to be that much more time consuming. So I'll spend a little bit more time on the larger miniatures to show you, but like I said, you're not going to be able to see the whole thing on the wheel. So all right, so moving on, we are going to start taking a look at more of these minis. So here I'm going to start, I only put one of each on the wheel, so I'm going to start putting a lot of these on the side to where I've got doubles and everything. So here's another Adamantine Golem. These things are great. Wouldn't it be awesome to have 3 or 4 of those in an encounter? That would totally intimidate your players. I really think it would, to throw those up there. I mean, those things are literally huge, and that's why the boxes of the miniatures are actually huge. So like I mentioned, you're going to see a blurred out background. That's because I'm showing you everything with a close-up. And here is a beautiful miniature. You can actually read this in pretty good. This is the Shoggoth, and this is number 50 of 50, and this is a rare mini, so I will only have one of these and get a little bit better focus for you. This thing is beautiful. Looks like a giant oversized gibbering mouther from D&D. All kinds of tentacles with teeth. Lots of detail, actually. Nice fluorescent green eyes. Love this. This is also a 3x3 huge miniature, so I'm sure this will probably end up being pretty pricey on eBay, Amazon, etc. So start putting all of these to the side. I'm going to put this one up on the wheel for you as well. Nice mini though. Really, really nice. So here is a large mini. Can't even read what this is because of the awesome clear base. I'll stop beating that dead horse. This is going to be a Gonatine Flesh Warp. This is number 26. It is uncommon, and I should get a couple of these, and these are actually really, this is an awesome mold. I mean, it really is. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get a little bit of a finer focus for you. I like the detail with the scales. Yeah, looks good. I like the head. I love the tall fins. These are actually pretty sharp and pretty pointy, so nice claws, nice detail on the tail. Yeah, this is uncommon number 26, and I should get quite a few of these. Hopefully I get at least a couple. That would be a great encounter to put with some Sahuagins and stuff. So all right, here's one of the broken minis that I got. This is actually not a dire bat. It's called a Scaveling, and this is uncommon. This is a large 2x2 base, just like the last Flesh Warp that I did. And yeah, it's got really nice detail. You can see where I had to fix it with gel, and I put so much. I had to put a lot of glue on this, and I had to prop up the legs with like nickels, and then I put quarters in the front, and then I also put some stacks of pennies on the side to brace it. So I mean, it was totally generic engineering, but hey, it worked, and it is pretty stable. So I feel confident that this will last, even though it did come in broken. So I'm hoping that it does stay. So kind of zoom in a little bit more. Nice colors, nice detail. But yeah, this is number 27. This is a large 2x2 Scaveling. Looks like a big giant bat. I mean, I imagine you could probably use it for a dire bat as well. So I do have a couple of these, so I'll kind of put these to the side. And you're going to notice that I'm doing a lot of the large minis first, simply because I can just get those kind of out of the way. All right, so next here is a Drow Abomination, which is number 25. Yeah, you can't even see this. It's not even, yeah, great stamp. Great clear base, by the way. Told you I wouldn't beat on that dead horse anymore. I apologize about that. So this basically looks like a D&D rider, and I really like the way that this mini looks. It is an uncommon. It is a large 2x2 base, and I should have several of these, which I do have a couple already. I'll put one on the wheel, and then I'll also put a couple down on the table. So put those kind of away. But yeah, these two were broken as well, and it took a while to fix these also. So, but they were fixable. So yeah, there we go. The Abomination, the Drow Abomination. So here's like here's an ent or a tree ent or something. I don't believe that Pathfinder calls them this. This is a Arboreal Regent. So this is number 34 of 50, and this is uncommon. So I'm glad that I hopefully should get a couple of these. So. But there is some pretty nice detail in this. I like this. I like the trees, the different color greens and stuff. Has a great pose, and this is a huge miniature with a 3x3 base. Really nice treant. I like that. I hope I have a couple more of these. I can't remember if I got them or not, because I was opening up packs as fast as I could. So, all right. So here's a woolly mammoth, which is pretty cool. There's not a lot of woolly mammoths, but I can actually read this base, and it is a Mammoth Rider, which is 36B. 36A does not have the rider, so we'll do 36A first. We'll take the Shoggoth off of the wheel, and we'll add the Mammoth on there. So, yeah, the Mammoth is a beautiful mini. Lots of great color. I mean, the non-rider miniature is a little bit more plain brown, but I mean, this is such a really nice mold. I like this, the tusk, and I like this. There's not a lot of minis like this, and it's nice to see stuff like this once in a while. So this is the Mammoth. It is 36A. It is uncommon, and I should have a couple of these. All right, here is the rider, and you can see there's a little bit more red kind of dry brushed onto the actual fur itself. And there is what looks like a Drow rider on here, which is cool. Let me focus in a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like a Drow rider because there's a heavy Drow theme in Darklands Rising. So it's nice to see a rider miniature. There's not a lot of rider miniatures. And these would be actually really cool to have. I mean, you could do these in the Underdark or wherever. I mean, these would be good outside, but I couldn't. This may be an orc. I'm not too sure. I'd have to. I think, yeah. Actually, this is an orc. This isn't a drow because of the green skin and stuff. So, yeah. So this is definitely great to you have your chieftain on a mammoth or something. This is really nice. And both the Mammoth and the Mammoth Rider are huge miniatures. They are 3x3 bases, and they are uncommon. So I should get a couple of each of these, which I am definitely looking forward to getting. All right, so I'll put that on the wheel. Really nice minis. All right, so here is the Norn, and this is a rare mini. I believe the Norn is rare. Maybe not. I will have to find. So I can't read this number. Amazing. First time ever. Not able to read these without lights and everything else. But then again, being in the 45 plus club, your eyes kind of take a dump on you later on in life. So, but anyway, there is the Norn. It is a large 2x2. It is rare, so this will be the only one that I get of the Norn. Let me focus it in for you a little bit more. Great looking mini. This is one where the armors broke off. As you can see, there's the There's the break right there. But it was fixable. But I do like the detail on the robe. I like the hair. The braids in the hair. A really nice mini, nice pose. Kind of floating on a peg. Yeah, there's the Norn. This is number 46. It is rare, 2x2 large, and I won't get any more of those. All right. So here is another treant, another large treant. Doesn't look like there's any variations or anything like that, so good to go. 3x3 huge. Here is another scaveling for my third scaveling. Kind of moving these around. Oh yeah, here's a couple of giants of some type. These have a bow. So these are going to be probably a wood giant, maybe. Let me take a look. Yeah, great. Can't read the base. Yeah, but this is looking at the Minis Gallery website. Yeah, this is the wood giant. It is uncommon, so I've got a couple of them. These are on a 2x2 base. These are really nice. These look really good. Yeah, female. You got a big old bow. Just think about getting hit by one of those arrows. It'd be like getting hit by a ballista or something. That is beautiful. Nice detail on the armor. Nice detail on the boots. Nice quiver with those trees as arrows. I'll put the wood giant up there. You might not be able to see all of it, but you can see most of it. And then here's another one. I'm just gonna set it down there with the rest of them. So what is this? Okay, it looks like another Mammoth Rider. That's cool. 2 of them. I don't think I want any more of those. I'll be happy with just 2. What is? Oh yeah, this. Yeah, that looked awesome. Yeah. One second, I got to do some digging here. Wow, this is the creme de la creme of the set. So here's a couple more doubles. Here is yet another Flesh Warp. Yeah, that looks so good. That is such a great mini. Really is. Here's another mammoth. Put that to the side. Now here, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put these other 2 away as well. And put the Norn away. Look at this. This is definitely got to be a rare. This is, I can actually read this because of the lettering and the discoloration of the rock that this thing is on. But this is not a green dragon. This is a Jabberwock. This is $49.50. This is a huge 3x3 mini. And this is not all of the Jabberwocky because Jabberwockies have wings. And look at the size of these wings. This miniature is... These wings are really heavy too, and it concerns me. So there are nice defined grooves in here, to where I'm thinking these wings should probably go in fairly easy. And if they don't, I've got plenty of construction blades. Okay, so yeah, I was trying to put it in the wrong hole. So there we go. That fit in well there. It's definitely, oh wow, it actually kind of fit in pretty nicely. Wow, this is beautiful. This is a huge mini. I'm definitely going to put some super glue gel on here. But look at this Jabberwock. Oh my gosh. I'm so thankful it's not on one of those pegs. And I'm glad it's on this rock. This is so awesome. Look at the detail on those wings. Those wings fit in perfectly. Great job with that mold, Paizo and WizKids. I will probably add some super glue gel though, just to secure it. Yeah, but look at that. Look at that. Look at the head on that. Look at the head on that one. Zoom it in a little bit more for you. Look at that. This is by far the most beautiful mini in the set. I'm just going to call it right now.